Hi everyone. How are you today? I hope you can hear me and see me. Let me know in the chat. Type yes, I can see you, I can hear you, so I know that I'm not just talking to myself. That's quite important. Welcome. Thanks for taking time to come to my free readings. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to have lots of fun. Let me know where you guys are from. I see Hiro already asked you. Hiro is my unofficial assistant. He's from Japan and he's awesome. Thank you, Hiro, for helping. So I see Joanne is from England. Ash is from California. Awesome. Welcome. Thanks, Hiro, for letting me know that the sound is good. Can you guys also see me? That would also be important, I guess. Robin is from, she's visiting in New York City. Awesome city. I love it there. Who else is here? Where are you guys from? Let me know. Ash, oh, thank you, Ash. She said, or Ash, oh, right. You look great. Thank you. We have Gina from England. Hi, good morning, Ralph. Where are you from, Ralph? Let us know. In the meantime, my name is Yamile Yemoonyah, as you probably already know. You can find me at spiritguides.co. That's my website. And you can go there to take the free spirit guide quiz. If you haven't already, it will tell you what kind of spirit guide you have. You can also book a reading with me, a one-on-one reading. Today we're just doing mini readings, so these are just a few minutes long and I can't go into like a lot of depth, obviously. So if you want a one-on-one session with me, you can click the green button down here below and it will take you to the page on my website where you can find all the details on one-on-one readings. If this is your very first time being at the free reading, you'll also automatically get a coupon code sent to your email inbox to get a pretty big discount on one-on-one readings. So if that's something that you feel called to do, check your emails after we're done here today. Also, if you're watching on YouTube or on Facebook, come on over. There's a link either like in the description below or the description above, depending on which website you are on. Come join us here because I can only do free readings for you if you are here with me on Crowdcast. So again, if you are on Facebook or on YouTube, come on over so you can get a free reading. And then one more thing, if you have any tech issues, please reload the page. That usually solves any problems, be it sound, visual, whatever it is. And if I disappear because like my internet might go down a little bit, I'm in the Canary Islands, the internet here is not great. But so if that happens, just stay put. I'll be back in a minute or two. All right, so let's see. We have Brigitte from Huntington Beach, California. Awesome. Ralph is from Vancouver Island. Emma is from the UK. And Sandy says, I like the background. Thank you, Sandy. I got that from one of my best friends. She's from Tanzania, and she brought this from me from Tanzania. All right, guys. Let's see. So we're done with like the tech stuff. Now, there are a few things that you need to know before we can get started. One is I have my own definition of spirit guides. You might have read about spirit guides, heard about spirit guides. You might have studied shamanism, or let's call it neo-shamanism, or you might have studied spiritualism, or you just had your own experiences and have your own definition. I have my own. My definition is that any kind of being that is from the higher realms and that is connected to us in unconditional love and wants to help us on our spiritual path forward or in day-to-day life is a spirit guide. That is my personal definition. This includes angels. It includes ancestor spirits. So these are the ones like actual family members or other humans that lived here on Earth as humans. but don't anymore, that want to help you in some way. It could be someone who has the same job as you do. Like maybe you are an interior designer and there's someone in the spirit world who's also a great interior designer, and that person knows that you don't just do it for the money, but you do it because you really want to bring peace into people's homes, for example. And they had the same kind of like job, and they had the same kind of vision in their life, so they might come through to help you. And to me, that's also ancestor spirit. Then it includes nature beings like elves, fairies, that kind of beings. Then also star beings, otherwise known as aliens. But when I say aliens, lots of people think about scary Hollywood movies and start freaking out, but that's not what it's like. Then in my definition also includes ascended masters who once were human beings, but ascended and left the reincarnation cycle. So they're now on the other side helping us from there. Then it includes gods and goddesses from all cultures around the world. And it includes power animals, otherwise known as totem animals or spirit animals. Yeah. And then the second thing is these beings show themselves in a way that makes sense to us as human beings. They don't really have, let's say, black hair. They don't wear glasses. They don't wear earrings because they don't live in the 3D world. So they don't need this. So they're actually more like an energy frequency, and you can feel the energy frequency. Like you can feel it physically, or like on an emotional level, or sometimes you can see it with your third eye. But either way, because they know we are human beings and we have a hard time communicating with energy frequencies, they will show us like themselves in a 3D form. So for example, if your grandfather comes through, he shows himself either at the age that he passed or the age that he liked best. Or an angel. An angel doesn't really have like wings in that sense, but they show themselves with wings because that makes sense to us. So we understand this is an angel. Also, if you get you will get the messages that you need to hear, not necessarily the ones that you want to hear. So your question might be about your ex-boyfriend. Is he coming back to you? That's a valid question. That's very important to you in your life, obviously, but your spirit guides are usually more interested in helping you on your spiritual path. So they will talk more about things like your purpose, your work, your spiritual development, these kinds of things. So what happens in these mini readings is like I connect to your spirit guide and I will just tell you what they have to tell you. So that might not be about your ex-boyfriend, but it might be about something else. Then the last thing, how I work, I close my eyes like this, and then I tune in, and usually my head goes a little bit to the left. That's because it always feels to me like the information is coming from here. So if you see me go like this, then you know I'm listening. And that's really it. What we're going to do now is a quick breathing exercise for all of us. Hi, Paula from Australia. Welcome. So if you want to close your eyes with me, and just take a really deep breath in through your nose. As deep as you can. And then out through the mouth. And one more time. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. Relax your shoulders. And one last time. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. Relax your face and your jaw, your eyes and your forehead. Let go of any negative thoughts, any fears, any worries. Just be here in the moment for now. And take this time for yourself. And I'm now going to call on my spirit guides to come and join us in this space and help me connect with your spirit guides. I'm specifically calling on Archangel Michael and Brother Jaguar to protect this space and only let beings through that come from the higher realms and that are connected to us in unconditional love. I'm also calling on your spirit guides to come and join us and use me as a channel and medium to give you the messages that you need to hear today. And so it is. Thank you. All right, you can open your eyes again. And here's how it works. If this is your very first time here and you've never gotten a free reading from me, then please find the Ask a Question section down here. It's called Ask a Section. It's not the same as the chat. And in the Ask a Question section, I want you to type first time. Nothing else. No questions, no names, no explanations, just first time. That makes it easy for me to find you and do a mini reading for you. All right, so type in the Ask a Question section down here, type first time. And again, if you're on Facebook or on YouTube, come on over, find the link in the description and come on over so you can get a mini reading. Otherwise, it won't work. Hi, Sharonda. Welcome. Hi, Tiffany. All right, so I'm going to go there now. Wait, let me look at my notes so I don't forget anything. No, I think that's it. All right, so I'm going to go to the Ask a Question section, and I'm going to invite you on screen. Again, just type first time, nothing else. All right, here we go. Oops. Okay, I'm going to invite Gina on screen. You will get an invite. You will see that, and you will have to accept, and then you will come on screen, and I can do a reading for you. All right, at the same time, I'm also going to invite Kay on screen. And I'll just keep inviting until someone turns up. And we'll invite Joanne on screen. And we will also invite Anthea. Oh, we have someone. All right, but I'll invite Anthea anyway. Okay. Also, if you are like on screen and I'm doing a reading for someone else, please mute yourself so I don't hear the dogs and the cats and the kids in the background because that's like really distracting. All right, let's see. We'll start with Joanne, and I'll mute Kay and Gina. All right. Hi, Joanne. How are you today?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you.
Awesome. Where are you from again? I think you typed it in.
I'm from England.
England. Where in England?
Yeah. At Barnsley.
Ah, okay. I'm
Near
not
Leeds.
sure what
Have you heard of Leeds?
Yes, I've heard of Leeds.
Yes, near Leeds. Not far from Leeds.
Okay, awesome. All right. All right, I'm going to close my eyes and I'll start the reading. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Awesome. So allow me up to 30 seconds to tune in.
Okay.
All right, Joanne. So I don't see your guide yet, but I do get like information already. And I'm not sure how to interpret this one, so I'll just tell you what I see. Or better yet, like I get a word, religious. So this could mean several things at this point, and I'll just tell you what I think. It could either mean that your guide is like connected to a religion, so it could be like a saint, for example, or it could mean something else. The word religious that I'm getting, that you grew up in a religious household, or that you are very religious now. Let me ask your guide first if they want to give me more information about this. Right, I do feel your guide is connected to a religion, but it like ties back to your childhood. Would that make sense to you? It's fine if you say no.
Go on, yeah. A little bit, maybe, yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, so I do get the feeling that your guide is a female and definitely was someone who actually had a human life at some point.
Right.
And I want to almost say that it is a nun, or was a nun in her time on Earth.
Right.
I'm not sure in what exact religion it was, if it was, let's say, Catholic or Anglican or whatever it was. I'm not sure about that. But it feels very much like the energy of a nun. So this would be a person, like I said, a female who devoted her life to what you would call God or the universe or whatever you want to call it. But this was also someone who wasn't just religious in the sense of that she just followed a path that was given to her by a religion, but she also felt very much that she was spiritual in the sense that it was important to her to actually experience the divine and not just get it from other people. And that is also really what she wants to talk about. Oh, her name is Helen.
Okay.
I do seeing her wear like something like nuns would wear. So it's black with a little bit of white. I do see like almost like a kind of rope around the middle. So she's telling me like the order that she lived in, the nunnery that she lived in, was very devoted to like keeping it simple. It was not one of those that like amassed a lot of riches, but it was more about really being of service. And she's talking about you really experiencing the divine for yourself, and to trust your own intuition first when it comes to spirituality in general. To not, well, it's totally fine to read books and do workshops or whatever you like doing, or like go to readings, but in the end, it's really about what feels right for you and what find your own truth. To find your own truth about like the divine, and not just listen to what other people have to say. Again, it's fine to like listen to other people, work with other people, but only take what makes sense to you and leave the rest out. Because she says you did have a lifetime where you were also pretty religious. Oh, okay, now it makes sense. Where you were very devoted to a religion, but in that lifetime, you were very you listened to authorities a lot, and that was one of the things that you wanted to learn in that lifetime. You wanted to learn about leadership, and that was the way for you to learn. But in this lifetime, it's more about like you being your own leader and following your own heart and following your own intuition. Do you understand that so far?
Yes, I do, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense. Thank you.
Okay, let's see if there's anything else. Okay, but she keeps showing me like there is a, and I don't know, I'll just ask her, like there is a connection to religion in your life somehow. Would you understand that?
When I've been meditating a lot, I've been connecting with Jesus.
Ah, okay. Now it makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I understand. Okay.
But I am very spiritual as well. I'm not really religious. I am spiritual.
Yeah, that now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Let me see if there's anything else about that. All right. She says that she does want you to like, especially when you travel somewhere else, to visit churches. It doesn't matter what kind of church it is. It's more about the atmosphere in the church.
Yeah.
It's not about like the service that's going on there, unless you want to go, that's totally fine. But it's about like this atmosphere, the vibration, the energy that's in a church, this energy of hundreds or thousands of years of like people being devoted to the divine. And that's what she wants you to connect with. And for you, it's a good way to connect in a church, actually.
Yeah.
And especially when you travel. I'm not sure why, but that's what she said.
Yes, I do like going around churches when I travel. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Then it makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have any questions about that?
No, that's brilliant. It's really shocked me, actually. It's fantastic.
Awesome.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, thank you
very
much.
Thank you for coming.
Okay, thank you.
Bye. All right. So let's go to, who do we have here? Kay. All right. Let's unmute you.
Hi.
Hi, Kay. How are you?
I'm all right. Thank you. How are you?
I'm great. Where are you coming from? Also from England?
No, Las Vegas.
Oh, okay. Totally different direction. All right. Let's see what I can get for you. All right, Kay, for you, I see an angel. It's a female angel. She does show herself with white, big wings. But her hair is like, her hair is kind of like mine at the moment, like in a bun up. It's brown, and she has like 2 strands of hair that go down here and here. And she's wagging her finger a little bit. She's saying you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you know what you were supposed to be doing, but somehow you're not doing it. Do you understand that?
I don't know.
Like it sounds like it's like the vibe I get is that there's something with health issues, that there's some things you shouldn't be doing, but you're still doing them. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
So definitely listen, because it's better for you. It's better for your future. She's actually giving me some more information, but which is a little personal, so I don't know if you want me to go into that here. You can say yes or no.
Yeah.
I get the feeling that, yeah, definitely something that you shouldn't be doing. Like I'm not 100% what it is, but maybe you're either like having like a few too many drinks, or you're eating something that's not really healthy for you. Like you could be gluten intolerant, but you still like eat gluten, something like that. Would that make sense to you?
That makes sense, yes.
Okay.
Not the dream.
Okay. So she says it's very important that you take care of these things, that you take care of your health, because the reason that you don't is because you are trying to get away from something. Like there's a difficult situation in your life that you're trying to deal with, but it's not easy and you don't really know how to deal with it. Would that make sense to you?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. She says it's important to tackle the problem like head on, to not hide from it. It's not going to go away by itself. This is something that is like this is something that's in your life for a purpose. And yes, it's like stressful, and yes, it's like a problem that you don't want to deal with, but it's important that you do, because when you do, it will free up a lot of energy in your own energetic system, and you will need that to like take the next step. And she says you feel a little stuck and a little like you don't know where to go next. Once you take on that problem and deal with it, you will know where to go next and what step to take next. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. She says her name is Carol. Oh. And she's talking about singing. Do you sing? Do you like singing? Or is there any connection that you know of?
Not that I know of.
Or do you really like music or something like that?
I like, yeah.
Let me see. Why is she talking about singing? I'm not sure. Have you ever sung in a choir or anything like that?
No, nothing like that. Actually,
Okay.
quite the opposite.
Okay. Okay, then let me ask again what that is about. Interesting. So what I got was like, I got the name Carol, and right away I got with it, I got the information about like singing carols, like singing Christmas carols. That's what she said. But again, I'm not sure what that means. So I'll just leave that with you if you don't know what it means. Sometimes you'll get like information and it only makes sense later.
Right.
So we'll just leave it with that, and I'll see if there's anything else that she wants to tell you. She says there's something about your romantic relationships that you struggle with. Would that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, I don't have the time to go all the way into it, but basically she says like, be careful and let it go. I hope that makes sense to you.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll leave you with that, and I hope like it helps you and helps you on your path forward. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
All right. All right, let's go with Gina.
Hi.
Hi, Gina. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Where are you from?
England.
Where in England?
Wiltshire, near Avebury. Stone
Okay,
Circle.
yes. Yeah, I've got a little bit of an idea of where it is. Yes. All right. So let's see who I can get for you. All right, for you, I do see right away like outdoors, nature, and a garden actually. Let's see. Right. What I see for you is like a male nature spirit, and it's a gnome-like being. And he looks a little bit Disney-like, like really with a like little red hat and fairly round belly, and brown trousers and a blue shirt and leather what do you call it? Belt, a leather belt, and brown boots. He's maybe in his 50s. Well, in human years. I don't know about gnome years, what that is, but that's what he looks like. Now let's see what he has to say. Oh, wait, let's see if I can get a name. Okay, he says his name is Carl with a C. And it's important to him that it's with a C and not with a K. Interesting. So what I'm getting is like he's showing himself working, like with a shovel and working in a garden. And I'm not entirely sure what that means, so let me ask. All right, so he's saying for you, throughout your life, things haven't always come easy to you. Like there were things that you had to really work hard for. Would that make sense to you?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. And he says that's not because you are not lucky. That's not because things are not right for you or things are wrong. It's not because you are blocked. It's not anything. It's really just that you actually chose to do this because you wanted to know, you wanted to learn that you could change reality, like your own reality, with your own willpower and your own, like with your own power, with your own energy. And the only way for you to do that was to like choosing to actually put in like hard work and see the fruit that comes from the work. Would you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. But he says you can make it a little easier on yourself from now on because you have learned that you can do these things. You have learned to be someone who can make things happen if you really want them. Now that you know that, you can set the intention to make things easier for yourself. Just by, like I said, setting the intention. So you can write a letter to yourself. You can just, you can speak it out loud. You can make a song about it. You can make something like in some way, or get, I don't know, a special crystal that symbolizes it for you, or yeah, find a way that makes sense to you, but set the intention and don't just do it like in your own head with your own thoughts, but really think it through and find something that symbolizes it, like something that you do to set the intention. Could be like that you come up with your own ritual, like to set the intention. Could be 5 minutes, could be a whole thing where you invite your entire family and friends. That's totally up to you. But set the intention to make your life a little bit easier and things will flow easier for you.
Okay.
And this is true for all this is true for everything in life. So not just when it comes to actual work, like the work that you do to make money or the work that you do in other ways, but it's also when it comes to your family. And it's also when it comes to making decisions. And really in all like parts of life. Do you have a question about this?
No, it wasn't what I was expecting at all. I am very curious because I'm trying to develop spiritually, and I was told in the past I'm supposed to be doing something along those lines, but I'm not sure what. So I'm looking for a little guidance to get me on the right path.
All right, let me see. He's laughing a little bit, and he's saying that's actually exactly what he's talking about. Like sometimes you make it a little hard on yourself, and you're doing the same thing now. He says it's when you really open your eyes, it's like obvious where to go, because all you have to do is really look at yourself and look at your own soul and what your soul wants. I know that sounds like very complicated, but what he's saying is like where do you feel drawn to? Like, is it tarot cards? Is it doing psychic readings? Is it Reiki? What do you feel drawn to? Don't overthink it.
Right, okay.
But there is definitely a connection to nature and nature beings and plants. Have you thought about going in that direction at all?
No, I hadn't really.
Okay. Then just pay attention to like whatever you feel drawn to, but pay attention where in that direction there's a connection to nature.
Yeah, I love to work in my own garden, and I've got a dog, so I go out in nature as much as I can.
Yes. So like going out in nature for you is really good because it like helps you balance yourself. And there's definitely something about working with plants. So maybe look into that as well.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's laughing again. He's saying, don't overthink it. Just follow your own, what brings you joy, what brings you like, what makes you happy. That's where you need to go. That's where your purpose is. And play a little. He says, play a little, have fun, try different things. Don't be too serious about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's all he has to say for now.
That's brilliant.
Right.
Thank you so much.
I hope that helps you. But now I'm curious. So what have you been looking into?
I do like tarot. I'd really love to be able to do mediumship.
Right.
But I don't know where my skills lie. So it's very difficult. There's things you're interested in, but that doesn't necessarily mean you can do them. So
yes, there are. Yes, it's exactly what it means usually.
Oh, okay.
when you feel really drawn to mediumship, then you have a talent there. Otherwise, you wouldn't feel drawn. I mean, not everyone like is interested in mediumship, so there's definitely a reason for that. So yeah,
Okay.
just ask your guides. Like, ask them, like, can you help me develop my mediumship skills? And then they will help you. And don't overthink it. And this is true for everyone. All of you know your purpose. All of you do. But you're just too scared and you overthink things. Deep is down in your heart, you know where to go and what you want. So listen to that. That's the most important.
Okay, that's brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming. All right. So now we have Anthea. Hi. Oh, I have to unmute you. Give me a sec. Yes. Hi. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Oh, wait, hold on. Somehow you're muted again. Okay, try
Wait.
again.
Hi.
Yes, now I can hear you. Hi,
Good.
how are you?
Yeah, good. Thanks. How are you?
I'm great. So let's see who I can get for you today.
Great.
All right, you are definitely connected to the stars. So you have a star being with you.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if I can see where exactly. I'm not sure. I do feel drawn to Vega, the star system, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe you want to, like, after this, like, go online and read up on that. But you're definitely a star seed, which means you have had other lifetimes on other planets, not just here.
Wow.
There are two star beings with you, one male, one female. Interesting enough, like the male is on your left side, the female is on your right side. And they're standing behind you, like behind your, like, I don't know, like 2 feet behind your shoulders, basically. And I don't mean that in a physical sense, more in an energetic sense. So you don't have to turn around. Let's see. All right, they're telling me that they are your star parents. Which is not the same as like 3D parents, like earthly parents, in a sense that you are their child in a biological sense. It's more in an energetic sense. Their energies, like your energy, is very close to what you would get if you would mix their energies. So that's why they work with you. They want you to look at the stars more. They want you to connect to the stars. They want you to realize that you are different from most human beings. Although there are lots and lots and lots, like millions of like star seeds like you, but still, like, you're different from most people, and you've felt that throughout your life. And you do have healing abilities. Did you know about that?
Yes.
Okay.
Very recent though, but yes.
And it's mostly like on an energetic level. You're very sensitive when it comes to energies. So you probably feel other people's energies very well. You can probably, like, with your hands, like, scan someone's body. Well, not the body, but the auric field around them. You don't have to touch them. And you would be able to feel where there's, like, where the energy is stuck or where it feels weird. Have you ever tried that?
Not yet, no.
Okay. Try it.
Okay.
They're saying that you have sensitive hands. Like here, probably, that you feel energy, or that you feel like that there's heat, or that it gets really hot sometimes. Do you know about that? Have you ever had that?
No, but I can sometimes feel when like on the back of my hands, there's someone nearby, or like they
Okay.
touch
Yes.
my skin or my aura. I can feel it. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, so here that would be right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Because we do have auras in our hands. Usually, most people feel it on this side, but if you feel it on this side, great. But so yeah, know that you are very sensitive to energies because you come from like somewhere where the energies are much more subtle. Here, the energies are a little harsher. So for you, it's also very important to have a self-care routine, which also includes cleansing your energy field. So at night, when you come home, do a little ritual. You could like take a foot bath with Himalayan sea salt, or you could like smudge yourself, or you could just imagine yourself that there's like or visualize like a white light that comes over you and cleanses your entire system. It doesn't matter how you do it. The intention is important, but find a way that like works for you.
Okay.
And they're showing me that like you work with the blue ray. I can't like I don't have the time to like explain exactly what that is, but you can Google it and you will find it. The blue ray.
Okay.
You're also a forerunner of the crystal children, which means you have crystal energy, although you are like not in the generation that is generally called crystal children. But you were one of the ones that came before them as like I said, like a forerunner, like a guide. So you have that energy. So if you read up on crystal children, you will see that a lot of the description fits you as well.
Okay.
They want you to have like a rainbow at home. So either get like a crystal that like has a rainbow in it. Sometimes a quartz crystal, you can find one that has like a rainbow in it, or get a really nice photo of a rainbow or a rainbow flag or something like with rainbow. Like rainbow energy is good for you.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah, and I think it's like the star system Vega. So that's VEGA. So maybe look that up as well. And also star seeds. If you've never heard the term, Google it and see. You'll find a lot about it.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
All right, awesome. By the way, your name is you got your name because that's supposed to remind you of your star origins.
Oh wow, amazing. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's
All
really
right.
great. Thanks so much.
You're welcome. I hope this helps you and supports you.
Definitely. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, let's see. I'll do one or two more. I'm going back to the Ask a Question section. Also, if you didn't get a chance today, come back next time. Don't worry. And we'll see if I can get you in next time. All right. So we had Kay, we had Joanne, we had Anthea. All right, we'll go with Tiffany and Ash. All right, let's see. There we have someone. Awesome. All right, both of you, awesome. Let's see. Let's go with Tiffany first, and I'll mute you, Ash. All right. Hi, Tiffany.
Hello.
Where are you from?
I'm from North Carolina.
All right, awesome. I have a friend there, but I've never been. So let's see what we can get for you today. All right, I see two beings for you. Want to see which one wants to go. So I have someone who seems like it could be your... This is like an ancestor spirit. So and I think this is someone you actually knew. Do you have a grandmother in spirit?
I do.
Okay. And there's also an angel for you. They're kind of coming in together. So let's see. I think they probably have a very similar message, so I can do both at the same time. All right. So they're saying you're hiding a little bit. All right, so they're saying you're hiding a little bit in the sense of like you are not showing yourself. Let's say it this way. Like on the inside, you are sometimes, you are you, obviously, but to the outside, you sometimes don't show your real you. Would you understand that?
I do.
And actually it is not everyone, but certain people. Would you understand that?
I do.
Okay. They both want you to stop hiding. They're saying as long as you hide, energy goes to that process of hiding, and you need that energy. So it's very similar to the message that we gave earlier. Sorry, I forgot your name, who it was, but in that sense, a little bit similar. And they're telling me that like this is something that you learned in childhood to hide. Would you understand that?
I do.
And there was a purpose for it. Like you said, like this is like a learned behavior that protected you when you were younger.
I agree.
Yeah. So, but they're saying it's time to let that go. You're not a little child anymore. You can much better protect yourself than when you were a little child. And now it's more of like something that holds you back. Like back in the day, it was important that you did this. Now it's holding you back a little bit. And especially like your grandma, she's kind of funny. I see her like pushing you, like really literally like giving you a push in the sense of like, get out there, girl. And like having you like, almost like there's like what I see actually is like almost like a stage, and there's like a lights on stage, and she's pushing you like to go out there and do your thing. So I don't know if this is like symbolic or if you actually do something that has to do with like being on stage.
Not really.
Okay, then it's symbolic.
Yeah.
But actually, what I do get is that they want you to take on a leadership role in some form. So that doesn't mean that you have to become the next president or anything like that, but more like in a smaller scale way. So there is somewhere an opportunity in your life right now or coming up where you can take on a little bit of a leadership role. Let me see if I can see where that is. I don't feel this is like directly connected to work. I feel this is more something being a role model for others in some kind of way.
It makes sense.
And I do see you actually almost like you're on stage, but like there's like a group of people. These are younger people that you somehow speak to or work with. Would you understand that?
It makes total sense, yeah.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, they want you to like basically step up your game a little bit, because like what you're gonna do with these people or what you're already doing is important, and you can change lives even without knowing it. But it's important that you step out and like step up and really shine your light, and not be afraid, because you have a lot of help. You have like I said, your angel, your grandmother, but there's actually more on the other side that are helping you. And on like here in our realm, you also have help. Like you will have to ask, and you will have to like show people that you're willing to do this, and then people will show up that are going to help you.
Thank you so much. I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
How do I connect with them?
Let's see. Prayer. For you, it's through prayer. It doesn't have to be like an official religious prayer. You can make it up yourself, but
Okay.
prayer. Yeah, you do have some experience with prayer. Is that correct?
I do.
Yeah. That's why they're telling me like to use that.
Sounds great.
And this is coming from me. Like what I once read and what makes total sense to me is like meditation is like listening to the divine, and prayer is talking to the divine. So you actually need both to have a conversation. But for you at this point, it's important to like talk, through prayer.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. I hope this supports you.
It does. Thanks.
Awesome. All right, and now we're gonna get to. Oops. Okay, here we go. Hi, Ash.
Hi. Thank you for
How are
taking.
you?
Hi. So nice
I
to
think
be
we
here.
almost. No, thank you. I think did I pick you last time and then it didn't work out or something?
But I had problems connecting.
Oh,
on
that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah, I was so
Yeah.
disappointed.
I thought I remembered your name and there was something going on, so I picked you this time.
Awesome.
All right, let's see. All right, I'm getting information about you, but I can't see your spirit guide yet clearly. Sometimes that happens. Let's see. What I do get is like your. Okay, hold on. Okay, what I do see. Okay. What I do see is like fairies. Fairies like this one. The one that I'm seeing is like with butterfly wings. It's a female. She's telling me that because first the information that I got right away is that you are someone who's like going from flower to flower and like spreading the energy, and like wherever you go you bring new energy and new life, and like you, how do I say this, Or like bees also that go from flower to flower, and they bring new energy, and through that new energy, new things can be created. That's something you do. That's part of your purpose. I also see that you are right. So some people come to this earth, and they are kind of like cultural ambassadors, in the sense that they come from one culture but grow up in another one, or they have two different, like, parents that come from two different cultures, and something like this. Would that make sense to you?
Absolutely, yes.
The fairies are telling me that you're you're a lively person. You like being around people, but you also need your own time to like recuperate. You like having different kinds of experiences in life. So you're not someone who like has one routine and that's it. You get bored easily. Would you understand that?
Yes, I do get bored very easily.
Yeah. And that's nothing to worry about. Probably if you've heard like in your childhood that you should stick to one thing and all these kinds of things. But that's actually why you came here. Like I said, you're like this butterfly that goes from one flower to the next. And that is part of your purpose. So, like your fairy wants you to know that there's nothing wrong with you. You have a lot of energy, and you need to make sure that you use your energy. Otherwise, it's too much and it can like be uncomfortable. Would you understand that?
Yes.
So things like, I don't know, like qigong or yoga or whatever it is, do something, or go running to use that energy.
Yeah.
You're good at inspiring people. That's part of this, like bringing new energy into a place to enliven it. And when I talk about place, this is like literally places, but it's also in an energetic way, new places, or like people. You decided to come to Earth to like, and you sometimes go to places where energy is stuck or stagnant, and then you are like the catalyst that brings the energy to start moving again. So when you come to places that seem very boring to you, but somehow you're stuck there, know that there's a reason for it. So if you, I don't know, like are in a job that you don't like because it's like boring, then know that there's a reason that you're there. Your fairy says you can call her Faye, and that's Fay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And she says that every time you come like into a place or meet a person or something where the energy is stuck, and pay attention to that again, because like you chose to go there to help. And once you feel that you kind of like helped that person, the place, the group, whatever it is, and the energy is flowing again, then you can leave again. But if you like try to leave because it's boring, but before you did your job, you like the energies keep you there because you haven't done your job yet.
Okay.
But once you have, then you can leave, and then you can ask for, and this is interesting, then you can ask your fairy to help you manifest something that you want, almost like a present after you've done your job.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I've never heard that before, but that's great. Do you have a question about that?
I was wondering if there's anything about my career that I can receive guidance with. I've been struggling with that recently, moving forward.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm getting is your career-wise, yeah, you've been struggling because you feel stuck, right?
Yes, very much.
Yeah. And that's exactly what they were talking about earlier, that this like this feeling of being stuck means open up your senses, open up your eyes, look around you and see why you are in this situation. There's something that you can do about it.
Mm-hmm.
Some kind of energy that you're bringing into this situation. Once you do that, the energies will start moving, and then you will get unstuck. But if you try to get out of the situation while things still feel like really stuck, you can't, basically. So because you haven't done your job yet. So whatever the situation is right now, pay attention to what you can do to keep the energy moving.
Okay.
Would that make sense to you? Do you understand like where this is going, how this applies in your situation?
So how I understand it is what you're saying, how I'm a catalyst for other people's energy when they're stuck. It sounds like I have to do that for my own self in my own life. Because I do feel
Yes,
stuck,
also. Yes.
and I can't move forward, but I have to find a way to generate that energy, that inspiration, that creativity for myself.
Yes, but also look at like I don't know, like are you in a job right now that you don't like, that you want to move away from, or are you without a job? What's the situation?
No, job that I love. I help people. However, my growth forward is a little stagnant right now. I just feel a little stuck.
Right. So then look at like the job that you're doing right now and see how you can change something where you are right now before you start looking at something new. Like yeah, there's something that you have to start. I don't know how to say this. Like let's say I don't know, I'm just making something up, but let's say you work in a fitness studio with 5 other people and somehow you feel stuck there because you've done it for 20 years and you're bored. So look at the situation, like why do you feel bored? What's boring at the job? And see if you can improve like the situation, either with the team or actually the like how they like can you offer new classes, whatever it is. Do something to make it like better, so you think now this is much better now, and then you can leave because then you did your job, then you brought in this new energy.
I see. I gotta finish what I came here to do.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That makes sense.
But like it's up to you. You can just like do it right now. Like just think about how you can improve the situation so you think it's like a better situation, and then the energies will make it easier for you to move on.
And I'll ask my fairies for help.
Yes. All right. I hope this helps you. And thank you for coming.
Thank you for your work. You're wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't get a chance, come back next time. I'll be happy to give you another try. And enjoy the rest of your day. And also, if you're not in my Facebook group yet, it's called Spirit Guide School, and you can get there by going to spiritguideschool.com, and then it will redirect you to the Facebook group. You can ask questions there. There's like 1,500 other people interested in spirit guides. You can talk to them about things, get advice, share your stories. And also, if you're interested and feel called to have a one-on-one session with me, again, like there's this like green button. You can click it. It says book a reading, and it will tell you exactly how it all works. And if this was the first time here for the free readings, then you'll automatically get an email with a pretty steep discount code for a one-on-one reading. So that's it for today, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.